For Ron Chen and her American husband, President Bush's visit to the Olympics provided a glimmer of hope for their quiet campaign to save Ron's father's life. In the spring of 2007, Ron's dad, medical scientist and inventor Weihan, was sentenced to death.
Charges are espionage.
He was accused of selling secrets to Taiwan. 31-year-old Ron says the charges were vague.
One of the top secrets, for example, is the health condition of a Chinese politician.
The most serious charge was selling drawings of missiles to Taiwanese agents.
The main evidences are based on the confessions. And my father completely denied his confession later.
The couple was hopeful President Bush would quietly mention Ron's dad in one of his high-level meetings, sandwiched between Olympic competitions. But for Ron, going public in an effort to win an amnesty for her dad has been a risky decision. Ron grew up in China until she was 10. She moved to Austria as a teenager and later became an Austrian citizen. But she still has family in China.
First of all, of course, going to the media while I'm still in China and talk about a sensitive case like that could bring some risks. What kind of risk, I'm not sure, but to myself or to my family.
In one conversation, a family friend warned her young half-sister could be bullied if Ron campaigns for her dad. In China, an estimated 5,000 prisoners were executed last year. No families spoke out. Ron worried going to a group like Amnesty International could anger the Chinese government and expedite her father's execution. A meeting with human rights activist John Cam, who lobbies China on behalf of political prisoners, helped convince Ron public appeals could help.
So, by putting a prisoner on a list and asking the Chinese government about him or her, you transform them into an important prisoner.
Cam says Ron's dad's verdict is a test case for a year-old legal reform, requiring the Supreme Court to review all death sentences to ensure the verdict is based on solid evidence. Ron and Michael started writing letters to members of the U.S. Congress. High-level U.S. officials have brought Weihan's case to the attention of senior Chinese leaders. One of the toughest parts for Ron is that family members are not allowed to have any contact with her dad. The family may not be informed when the execution will take place.
They don't have to even tell the family. They just come back later and say, hey, we can collect the body. Yeah. So that's...
What was the last message he sent you via the lawyer?
We should continue with our lives. We should not be too sad about his situation, that his case has disturbed us long enough, that he wanted the execution to be fast and soon, that he wanted to divorce from his wife, and
because
that he wanted to donate his body, because he thinks it makes a difference to be married to a executed person or not in China.
Ron is getting on with her life. Shortly before the Olympics, she and Michael left for California, where Ron will study for an MBA. Before she left, she gave the lawyer a letter for her father.
Yeah, I told him about where we're going, and he knew. Yeah, so what are our plans for the next couple of years, and that we're leaving now, I'm leaving now, but I'm not. This thing is not over, of course, and that he should not give up hope, because I continue to do whatever I can to change his situation.